Boys and girls, this is Mr. Mousesan. I hope you are doing well and are staying healthy and safe. So we are going to do one final review, just like we did last week, of quarter notes, eighth notes, and next week we will get to strong and weak beats. But there will be an assignment for second grade this week. First grade, you are off the hook. So for second grade, you're going to have a fun little activity. I think you guys are going to like this. Fifth and sixth grade, they got to do something similar to it. But first and second grade, I mean, you're going to really like this. So without further ado, yeah, we're going back. When I looked like this. I'm telling you, my hair looked like that. It really did look like that. It did. My hair was not always this short. It had... You don't believe me? You don't believe my hair actually had this white, fancy, curly, ness to it? You don't think I looked like Albert Einstein back then? That guy's Albert Einstein. He was one of the smartest men in the world. We owe a lot to Albert Einstein. But my hair really did look like that. I don't know what to tell you. But we're going all the way back. And quarter notes. Back to quarter notes. And when we talk about quarter notes, we talk about the simplest of all rhythms. And it gets one beat. Yes, the quarter note. This is why I want to talk about this again. Because everybody confuses the quarter note. Everybody thinks, I don't know what that is. Is that a lowercase d? They confuse the quarter note with this guy right here. I'm going to draw him for you. Are you ready? Okay. I'm going to draw this guy for you. Anybody know what that guy is? That guy is the half note. Everybody confuses that guy and that guy right here. So, the difference between this guy and this guy. This guy is a quarter note. This guy is a half note. This guy gets one beat. This guy gets two beats. This guy is filled in. This guy is not filled in. So that's why I kind of want to review this, because some of my friends are kind of like, I'm mixing some of my rhythms up still. Even though we kind of reviewed this last week and the week before and, last year. And that's why we're doing this. And that's okay. That's why I make these videos. That's why I'm a music teacher. And that's why I'm good at this stuff. Not to toot my own horn. Okay? So we're going back. And that's okay. It's okay to go back and review stuff. And the quarter note, like I said, gets one beat. We clap it. And that's all there is to it. But first and second grade, we couldn't place all these quarter notes just all over the page like that. Now, the one thing I didn't talk about last week is we have to put them on a line. And at the end of the line, we have to put these little guys here. Do you know what these little guys are called? They are called bar lines. They're called bar lines. Okay? They're called bar lines. And when we put these rhythms on this line, all together, from one bar line to the next bar line, this is now called a measure. Da, 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 da. That was what I did not tell you last week. This is called a measure. Okay? So, then we get to eighth notes. Eighth notes, they're much quicker. 2 of them make 1 beat. Each note is worth half a beat. I kind of like to compare it to a pizza, half a pizza, and half a pizza. If you've got 1/2 of a pizza and you don't have the other half of a pizza, can you have a whole pizza? No, you can't have a whole pizza. So you gotta have 1/2 of a pizza and the other half of a pizza to make 1 pizza. Just like you need to have 1/8 note and another 1/8 note to make a quarter note. So they move pretty quickly though. They go 1 and. Okay? Or 2 and. Or 3 and. Alright? But wait, we learned one more rhythm on top of all that too. Oh, I learned one more rhythm. You're like, oh my goodness, Mr. Malsan. We learned one more rhythm. Yes, we did. We learned about the quarter rest. Its neighbor, or this year I'm saying it's evil twin with the quarter note. It's the quarter note's evil twin. It's 1 beat of silence. We do this in class. Okay? So it still has 1 beat, but it's 1 beat of silence. Shh. No sound. Right? And it looks like a noodle. Okay? Looks like a giant noodle. But it's not a giant noodle. So that's what a quarter. So that's why I wanted to show you. There's a difference between these rhythms. All right. So let's go back to this line here, right? Let's use our staff. If we have a quarter note, we have a quarter. Let's put 2 eighth notes here, right? And let's put a quarter note, and let's put a quarter rest here, okay? How would we clap that? We clap 1, 2, and 3, right? Because we have 4 beats here. How about something a little bit trickier? Trickier, you say? Oh, yes. I'm a little bit of a stumper. How about, oh, I love this purple. This is a cool color. How about this? Aha! You're thinking to yourself, oh, Mr. Mouseand is a challenge. Notice how I put my notes right on the line. That's what we want to do too. Okay? Or my rhythm's right on the line. So, okay? So we have 2, 4, and. Right? Notice I didn't make a number. I didn't count out a number here. But they still have a beat. Okay? So keep that in mind. So what might you want to do? Well, first grade, like I said, you don't have an assignment this week. You don't. I'm kind of giving you a little bit of a pass. Second grade, though, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do 2 things, actually. I want you to draw this. I want you to draw a measure like this. So what you do is you draw a straight line. Well, that was not a straight line. I don't know what that was, but it was not a straight line. It's very hard to draw a straight line with my program. So I'm going to draw the best straight line that I can. Then you're going to draw 2 bar lines, right? Okay? And then I want you to practice at home drawing rhythms. Okay? Like you saw here. Okay? At home. Okay? I want you practicing coming up with your own rhythm. Now, to draw a quarter note or a quarter rest, here's what you do. You draw a 2, and then right underneath it, you draw a little C. Okay? So the quarter rest is a 2 and a C. All right? That's all you're going to do for this for this week. If you have time, only if you have time, second grade, go to this site, creatingmusic.com/blockgames/withrhythms. And here, if you click on the different blocks in different spots, and then press play, and click fast, medium, or slow, you can change the tempo or the speed, and you can also create a different melody or choose different notes of songs that you want. Okay? This is for boys and girls. You can come up with as many different, so if you click on the different blocks, you can come up with a bunch of different patterns. Okay? So that's what you're going to do for this week. All right? If you have any questions, have your parents email me. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.